Hey guys, this is King welcome back to Touhou, the Genius of Sapphiros. Last time we cleared pretty much all of Genbu's swamp in one go. We went through all the rooms, we found the adamantite and the orichalcum shards, and yeah, we just kinda blitzed the place because it is a really short dungeon. So, this time we're gonna wipe out the enemies in the place, and there are a fair few items which I would like here. I think we're missing one of the yokai from this place, but they don't show up very often, so I'm not sure if we'll actually get to see it. But just to go through the ones that we have, of course the small flare only drops emeralds, not too fussed about that. I actually got a diamond when I was doing trying to get meteorites in the previous stage, that's kind of a thing. Philosopher's Robe, probably something I should try and get hold of, because that will be a lightweight armor, and I do use a fair few of the mage characters. Lightweight gear is always good, so we'll try and get that. Kinda funny that, again, got spare parts and not the actual drop from them. We actually haven't killed one of the Axe warriors, centaurs yet, but they won't drop anything too special, so, you know, just a rock as usual. The Devil's Dagger, I don't remember what it does, so I guess we'll try and get that as well. The Hades Amulet I would definitely like, but I probably won't get because these are not the most common of enemies and they don't tend to drop their stuff for me here. But you can see they do have resistance to all the core elements, but they're so weak to light that you can just blitz them with patchouli, which is kind of fun. We've already seen the steel drop there. The Rune Axe is really cool if you are still using Aya. Would also be kind of neat to have for Notori, actually, for the next stage. So I'll try and get it, but no guarantees it's going to happen. And we already got Stormbringer. You can see these guys are starting to resist physical elements a lot as well now. So yeah, you have to bring light if you want to deal with them. Basically, Reimu is as good as mandatory to take care of the demon guys. Yomu with Star Sword would work as well, but yeah, these guys are tough. And this guy actually drops the Mirror Shield. It's the rare enemy we haven't come across yet that drops the spear thing I was talking about last time. Yeah, this guy actually drops the Mirror Shield, which I definitely want. It's a fantastic shield, that. So lots of stuff, most likely not gonna get a lot of it because of the way encounters and stuff work, but we'll do our best to try and get some of it. And yeah, I guess that's how it's gonna go. I'll keep this in because we haven't actually killed one of the Axe warrior dudes yet, so we'll just have this in because of that. Try and insta kill Flare, of course, because those are really annoying. And yeah, we'll just hit with that, why not? So like I've said before, Notori is really good in this place. Instant death is quite nice to, you know, shorten encounter times and stuff, so Yomu can be good here. Satori can be really good if you've actually given her one of the traits for that, which is nice. I of course have not been able to do that yet, but hey, that's something that can happen. And wow, you actually cast out ahead of Sanae. That's kind of annoying actually, but whatever. Shouldn't be too much more left to do with these enemies. Oh wow, we actually got a rock as well, that's pretty good. Yeah, you seem to get quite a few materials in this place from the enemies, so, you know, the centaurs and stuff are quite good for grinding out stuff that way, so do keep that in mind, because as you've seen already, we need a lot of materials to craft stuff, and I'm starting to run pretty low on them. So yeah, that is a thing you can do. Anyway, I'm gonna kill a whole bunch of stuff now and try and get the items I want, so I shall return when interesting stuff happens. Oh, beautiful! We do actually get the Rune Axe off of the tarantulas. That is a good start. It's only 3 fights in and we already have one of the materials that I need. Good, very good. So the Rune Axe is kind of special because it actually has an alarmingly high amount of accuracy for an axe. We also get, wow, 3 levels as well, good stuff. So Sakia gets one, Patchouli has more agility finally, I guess, I don't know. Potential going up is nice because of the crit rate and everything. And yeah, the Rune Axe. I guess if you're using Aya, then this is another weapon that she works quite well with. In the sense that it has 100 accuracy for an axe, which is really cool. The magic reflect, I don't actually know how often that works, but it's really neat, and this is a weapon you could attach to Alice as well for boss fights and stuff, because of having magic reflect and everything. Yeah, I like this weapon a lot. There's not much more I can really say to it apart from it's cool, and you should consider getting it. Oh, wow! Luck is definitely on side at the moment. I don't even want to go into how many battles that took to get on my original file, that particular item. The Hades Amulet is super cool, and we'll see why in a few moments here. I mean, it's not the, I guess, generally most applicable weapon ever, but it's still very, very highly sought out. It's not even a weapon, it's an accessory. Oh, that could be bad. Wait, if it's gone Mystic, does that mean it's now weak to elements? Like, physical elements? No, it's resistant to that. Great, so I have no idea what it's resistant to. Oh, what it's weak to now. Because, well, I don't have any Mystic attacks, so if it's weak to Mystic, then that's gonna be super sucky, because I don't have any way of hitting that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to hope to instant kill it, I suppose. This is the problem with this enemy, though. I really don't like this enemy, because it just does this, and then it's like, well, okay, what's it weak to now, you know? I don't have any way of being able to tell. Plus, it has evasion, which is annoying as well. Well, it's immune to that, so I'm guessing it's fire-based then, huh? Well, I'm still going to try and instant kill it, because, you know, that would help, but we'll see if water actually does good against it here. Because that took no damage from the fire, which is odd. I guess if you can find which element it's immune to, you might be able to use that against it. There we go. But you see just how weak it becomes to its respective new weakness, you know? It lost pretty much all of its health in one go there. Anyway, the Hades Amulets. It's an enhancement to the Daybreak and Echo. It's actually the Echo Amulet. It's an enhancement too, but we're going to start finding some of these now where we have a 87.5% damage reduction on one element. It unfortunately gives you a double damage weakness to the other element, but you know, you can mitigate that obviously with accessories and stuff. Pretty good if you can find the other combo for it, because if you put the two opposites of these together, I think you actually have a 75% resist. It's weird how it works, but I'm pretty sure that's how it ended up working out. And of course 20% more dart damage. That's really good. Cannot overstate how good that is. Oh, we actually get to fight this guy too. Let's see if we can get his thing too. That would be really sweet right now. Alright, we get a couple of level ups, so that is good. 45 for Reimu, it's a lot of HP there. And that's without having her concentration tree up too, it's pretty nice. And Aya does get the Wind God Girl buff as well. So this is the last skill Aya's going to get for a very long time actually. And basically it's another target all. One of the interesting changes to the MP cost and everything in Weekend is that her spell cards cost only 2/3 of the MP that they used to. This used to be a 21 MP skill, and come on, that's far too much really. For a bomb skill that's not even that strong. Seriously, not so good. But yeah, fortunately that couldn't apply to her regular skills too, because they are also too expensive, but oh well. Alright, Alice gains another level 2, 439 HP. Like, Alice's HP total just starts getting absurd as you go further through. I don't think she even has max growth stuff that way yet. Yeah, because her max growth is 50%. She only has 30% at the moment, so yeah, Alice could have even more HP than what she currently has. That's actually really scary to think about. Just seriously, way too scary. Alright, that's going to be an extra rock for our troubles here. As I said, these guys do drop their gear pretty often, so that is nice. And Aya gets another level 2, so this is not too inconsequential. So yeah, more rocks. Rocks for days. As Crash would say, rocks fall, everyone dies. Except that doesn't really apply here. But he would say it anyway, so there you go. And that is going to be yet another rock, so yeah, this is just further demonstrating what I said regarding the wow, massively showing the item rate here. 2 items in 3 items in 4 of these guys. It's just kinda crazy. So synthesis materials, not so much of an issue when you reach this stage. And there is the armor piece I was looking for, so we are doing very well on the item front this stage. This just seems to be that stage where the game goes, hey, you want items? We're gonna give you some items. Have a Philosopher's Robe, because why not? So I guess Patchouli is going to equip this then. 74 defense, very good against mind control. We've seen the other 2 have been restrict and disable respectively. So yeah, just a straight upgrade to what we had. Good stuff. Alright, with that Yukari taken down, we have some extra levels for the middle three characters here. So level 43 for Sakuya. Pretty good HP. I did have to cut her tree down a little bit, so she doesn't have as much as she could right now. She's also missing 15%. Well, Alice is missing 20%, so whatever. Yeah, high level for Sanae here, as you would expect, because I have been using her again quite a bit. And Patchouli gains a new skill, the Water Dragon, which is definitely something I'm going to have over the... yeah, it's something I'm going to have over this right now, I think. So yeah, multi-target, medium strength water move. Water's not being used quite as much in this particular stage, so I think it's fine having this instead of the single target move. So yeah, water and fire not as common weakness wise, but still pretty good to have around. Well, there is yet another piece of synthesis material here. I mean, yeah, yet another rock. Awesome stuff to have around, of course. And yeah, we basically just have to win this fight now. Obviously doing this fight, I'm kind of selecting my fights again because I'm mostly just looking for items right now. I'm sure this is going to come back to bite me later, not doing all the fights. And like, wow, he's weak to lightning. Good job, guy. I'm sure it's going to come back to bite me a bit later, but you know what? If it does, then I'll just go and do more fights at that point. But yes, yet more rocks, even more people to, I guess, rock with stuff that way. Oh ho. Yes, well. And there it is, that is the item I was after. So now we get to find out exactly what it does, which is always exciting. Yeah, let's just go all out this turn, why not? This will probably be the last fight I do unless there is another battle in this particular room, because unfortunately I'm not going to get the mirror shield because the guy hasn't shown up enough. Wow, good job. Patchouli, your Royal Flare is super strong, I've got to say. But yeah, I need to go heal Sakuya's MP again. Aya does get a level, which is always good, level 40. That's 10 levels she's caught up in this thing. So yeah, is there another enemy in here? No, and of course this was just where the gold key was. So I think that's all I'm gonna do here. I may reset this place at some point actually, so I can get more stuff that way. But anyway, the Devil's Dagger, it inflicts curse. Okay, it's also a little bit more accurate than the previous knives, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, curse is pretty fun, that status that does damage to the enemies when they do damage to you, sort of a proportion thing. That enemy is in here though. I might try and fight him, and then that'll be it, but I need to go refresh my MP first. So we have to go all the way around these fights, and yeah. So there's a lot of fights I'm not doing, but that's because they're in rooms where the enemies are all ones I have picked up the item from so far. So there is basically no point in me doing that, doing those fights. Yeah, I'll have to work out exactly how to get to that guy, but as soon as I do that, we shall do battle with him, and then we shall end the part. Alright, it's a shame, but we didn't manage to get hold of the mirror shield in the end. Oh well, it's too bad. So the next stage thing that we do here is going to be a boss fight, but I think I might actually just sort of continue on after it for a little bit, because the stage afterwards is going to take at least 2 parts anyway, and this is more of a mid-boss fight again, kind of like how Momiji was the first time, so I don't think I need to actually change my team for this one. So, I don't know, I'll consider how I'm gonna do it. I might end up just making it its own thing, but since I don't need to change my team here, who knows. Anyway, this has been GamerCow playing Touhou, the Genius of Sapphires, getting lots of items in this one, and next time we're going to, well, take on the next opponent, I suppose. We've only got original characters to deal with now, so let's go ahead and deal with them.